Do you have these top 5 most rare and valuable 1999 state quarter dollars worth a lot of big money that could make you rich? These 1999 state quarter dollars is both extremely rare and highly sought after. These 5 valuables that could be hiding in your change the next time you rummage through your spare change for laundry or your morning coffee. Imagine holding a simple quarter in your hand, only to discover it's worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. That's the shocking reality behind some rare 1999 P Delaware era quarters, and today, we're diving into one of the most explosive coin discoveries in U.S. history. Stay with us to the end, because we'll reveal real auction results, show you how to spot the rarest versions, and explain how some of these coins have reached values in the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Classical building history, the Delaware state quarter kicked off the U.S. Mint's legendary 50 state quarters program in 1999, marking a bold new era for coin collectors. As the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution, Delaware was granted the honor of being the series debut. The reverse design features Caesar Rodney, a founding father and patriot, galloping on horseback to cast his tie-breaking vote for American independence in 1776. This dynamic image by artist William Cousins pays tribute to Delaware's courage and commitment to freedom. Why the 1999 P Delaware quarter can be worth a fortune, while the average Delaware quarter is only worth 25 cents, specific errors and high-grade examples have fetched staggering sums at auction. We're talking about coins that have sold for $5,000, $10,000, even up to $150,000. Let's break down what makes these coins so valuable. Warning: rare and striking mint errors. Some of the most expensive Delaware quarters feature extremely rare minting errors, including spitting horse error, double die obverse/reverse, DDO/DDR, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, missing clad layer, backhand index pointing right. Depending on the error, these coins can sell anywhere from $500 to over $50,000, and in ultra-rare cases, even more. Gemstone high-grade coins, MS67 and up. Coins that are in nearly flawless condition and professionally graded can fetch huge premiums. A 1999 P Delaware quarter graded MS67 or MS68 by PCGS or NGC is exceptionally rare. MS68 examples have been known to sell for $3,000 to $7,000. A possible MS69 or ultra-high grade specimen could command prices of $25,000 or more, especially at auction. These ultra-gem examples are collector dreams, nearly impossible to find in circulation today. Money with Wings auction sales that shocked collectors. Collectors and dealers alike are scrambling for rare Delaware quarters because of astonishing auction results like these. 1999 P Delaware spitting horse error, MS66, sold for $3,760. 1999 P Delaware double die reverse, sold for $4,500. 1999 P Delaware off-center strike, sold for $6,250. Missing clad layer error on 1999 P Delaware, realized over $12,000 in a private sale. And there's speculation that a perfect, uncirculated example with multiple errors could someday break the six-figure mark. Are you sitting on a fortune and don't even know it? That 1999 P Connecticut quarter in your pocket change could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. We're going deep into the jaw-dropping world of one of the rarest and most valuable state quarters ever minted. Magnifying glass tilted left before you spend it on a coffee. Watch this video until the very end, because what looks like an ordinary coin could be your ticket to life-changing money. We're not just talking about pocket change, we're talking about a collector's goldmine. Get ready, because we're uncovering hidden errors, astonishing auction records, and the rich history behind the 1999 P Connecticut quarter dollar. History: the Connecticut State Quarter was the fifth release in the U.S. Mint's revolutionary 50 State Quarters program, launched in 1999. Designed to educate the public and inspire a new generation of collectors, each state received a unique design on the reverse of the Washington quarter. Why the 1999 P Connecticut quarter can be worth thousands, while most 1999 P Connecticut quarters are only worth face value. Rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique varieties can make some of these coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In some rare cases, values have soared well into five- and six-figure territory. Major error coins, double die obverse/reverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad struck errors, wrong planchet errors, backhand index pointing right. Some of these error quarters have sold for $5,000 to $25,000 or more at major auctions. Glowing star high-grade coins. If you have a 1999 P Connecticut quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a goldmine. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC assign a numeric value to coins based on their condition. A coin graded MS68 or higher is considered near perfect and extremely rare. Coins in mint state 69, MS69, or proof 70, PR70, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity. One flawless 1999 P Connecticut quarter graded MS68 by PCGS reportedly sold for over $3,000. Satin finish and special strikes. Some of the most valuable Connecticut quarters feature special minting finishes. A satin finish coin has a unique luster and texture compared to standard circulation strikes. While these were not issued in 1999, some errors mimic the look of satin coins due to experimental strikes. These anomalies can push values well past the $10,000 mark for serious collectors. Chart increasing auction records and sales. Want proof of how serious collectors get about this coin? Here are some record-breaking auction results. 1999 P Connecticut quarter MS68, sold at heritage auctions for $3,760. 1999 P Off-Center Connecticut quarter, sold for $2,500. 1999 P Connecticut Broadstruck error, realized $4,100 in a private sale. These are just a few examples, and as more collectors enter the market and discover these hidden gems, prices continue to climb. We're diving deep into the legendary 1999 P New Jersey State Quarter, a coin so overlooked, yet so incredibly valuable when it comes with the right error. Imagine this, a 25-cent piece turning into a life-changing payday, all because of a mint mistake. We're talking double die errors, off-center strikes, clad layer missing coins, and even the ultra-elusive proof strike on business planchets. You could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. So, grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'm going to show you real auction results, expert analysis, and how you can identify the exact features that make this quarter potentially worth over $5,000, $10,000, or more. History. Let's start at the beginning. The year was 1999. The U.S. Mint launched the now iconic 50-state quarters program, a 10-year series that would honor each state in the order it joined the Union. The New Jersey quarter was the third coin released, following Delaware and Pennsylvania. Minted to celebrate the Garden State's rich history, the quarter features the unforgettable image of George Washington crossing the Delaware River, a moment immortalized in American Revolutionary lore. Rare error varieties that can make you rich. Now this is where the treasure hunt begins. Let's break down the top error types you should be looking for in your 1999 P New Jersey quarter. Double die obverse, DDO. Value, from $250 in circulated condition to over $5,000 in high grades. Off-center strikes, value, up to $1,500 or more, depending on the error severity. Missing clad layer, value, $1,000 to $3,500 plus. Wrong planchet strikes, value, $5,000 plus if authenticated. Broad strikes and die caps. Broad strikes can range from $300 to $2,000. Warning, and here's the kicker, some collectors have reported hybrid errors, where more than one type of error appears on the same coin. That's the kind of piece that can break auction records. Auction results and real values. Gemstone, a 1999 P New Jersey quarter with a dramatic off-center strike, sold for $1,800 at heritage auctions. Magnifying glass tilted left, another example, with a missing clad layer on the reverse, authenticated by PCGS, sold for $3,100 in 2021. Eyes and one spectacular piece featuring a double die and broad strike combo sold for a jaw-dropping $7,500 in a private auction. Now imagine discovering a never-before-seen variety. If you were the first to submit it and it got certified, the sky is the limit. Collectors pay premium prices for unique error coins, especially from the early state quarter years. Because what looks like an ordinary 1999 Georgia state quarter could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars, all because of tiny mint errors that most people miss. We're talking missing clad layers, double dies, off-center strikes, and even wrong planchet strikes that have turned a humble 25-cent coin into a small fortune. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to break down exactly what to look for, show you real auction prices, and tell you how to verify if your coin is the jackpot everyone's looking for. History. The Georgia State Quarter was released in August 1999 as part of the U.S. Mint's historic 50 State Quarters program. But what makes them rare, and potentially incredibly valuable, are the unintentional errors that occurred during the minting process at the Philadelphia Mint, P. Featuring the Georgia peach, live oak sprigs, and the state motto wisdom, justice, moderation, this quarter's design might look innocent, but some of them hide wild and expensive mistakes. Rare error varieties to look for. Here's where things get exciting. Let's go through the top error varieties of the 1999 P Georgia quarter that could make you a fortune. Missing clad layer. Value, $1,000 to $3,500, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Double die obverse, DDO. Value, up to $500 to $2,000, depending on severity and condition. Off-center strike. Value, from $300 to $1,500. Wrong planchet error. Value, easily $3,000 to $7,000 plus. Die cracks, cuds, and BIE errors. Value varies, but unusual or extreme cracks can bring in $100 to $500 or more. Some of these coins have multiple errors stacked together, and those are once-in-a-lifetime finds. Real auction values and verified sales. A 1999 P Georgia quarter missing the clad layer on the reverse sold for $3,240 at Heritage Auctions. Magnifying glass tilted left another one, struck off-center by 20%, fetched $1,750 in a private sale. Firecracker and the Showstopper, a wrong planchet error, where the quarter was struck on a foreign coin blank, sold for an insane $7,200 at a coin show auction. These coins are certified, authenticated, and sold by real collectors, which means their value is undeniable. And here's the best part, most of these coins were found in circulation, not in coin shops. People focus on the big names like 1999 Delaware or 2004 Wisconsin, but the 1999 P Georgia quarter might just be one of the most underrated treasure coins in the entire state quarter series. Because of its early release date, errors were more common, and many went unnoticed. That means there are still thousands of these error coins hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be found by someone like you. What if I told you that one of your 1999 Pennsylvania state quarters could be worth thousands of dollars? Sounds too good to be true. Well, it's not. We're talking about error coins that were struck incorrectly by the U.S. Mint, and some of these rare mistakes can fetch 5 figures at auction. History. The 1999 P Pennsylvania quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which the U.S. Mint began issuing in 1999 to honor each of the 50 states. The Pennsylvania coin, released in March 1999, represents the Keystone State and showcases a depiction of Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. While these coins were produced in massive numbers, around 460 million, some were struck with significant errors, which is why they're so valuable. Although this coin has standard designs, it's the errors that make this quarter stand out. As the coins were mass-produced at the Philadelphia Mint, P, some slipped through the cracks with striking mistakes, making them highly sought after by collectors. Top error varieties of the 1999 P Pennsylvania quarter. Now let's look at the errors that have turned this relatively common coin into something worth serious money. Double die obverse, DDO, value, $500 to $2,000 for high-quality examples. Off-center strike, value, $300 to $1,500, depending on the severity of the off-center strike. Wrong planchet error, value, from $2,500 to $10,000 depending on the rarity and condition. Misaligned die, value, $100 to $500, but some extreme examples have been known to bring in more. Die cracks, cuds, and BIE errors, value, usually $50 to $500, but extreme cases can command more. Real auction prices of 1999 P Pennsylvania errors. Here's where things get really interesting. Let's check out some real auction prices for 1999 P Pennsylvania era quarters. Gemstone a double die obverse Pennsylvania quarter with visible doubling on the date and Liberty sold for $2,200 at a Heritage Auctions event. Magnifying glass tilted left another off-center strike quarter, misaligned by about 30%, went for a whopping $1,750 at a local coin show. Firecracker and the prize winner. A wrong planchet error, this quarter was struck on a foreign planchet and fetched $7,500 at a public auction. These are real examples, showing just how valuable your 1999 Pennsylvania era could be. Some of these coins have soared in value because of their rarity and desirability. How to identify these errors? Want to know how to find a rare Pennsylvania era coin in your collection? Here's what you need to do. White heavy checkmark. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect the obverse of your coin, especially around the date and in God we trust for double die errors. White heavy checkmark. Check the edges of your quarter for misaligned die or off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or has shifted, that's a red flag.